What is up, Card Kingdom family? Kenji back finally for another draft here on Magic Online. My baby break is now over, so you can expect some more drafts here on the Card Kingdom channel. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and you can check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all your Magic card needs. We've got some more Vintage Cube ahead of us, finally. It's a good one. This is the AlphaFrog Cube. If you watched any of my videos during the team drafting events, that is with AlphaFrog's Cube. And so they've ported it to Magic Online. It's been its whole thing now, its own thing now for a while, so pretty cool. And anyways, let's jump into our Pick 1 Pack 1, where we've opened a Mana Crypt and a Lelia. Those are the two best cards here. We're going to go with the Crypt for the cheap busted mana. Again, Vintage Cube is a very powerful format. There's a bunch of different archetypes and strategies that you can go with. Obviously, trying to do the crazy busted things and getting power is nice, but creature-based decks are still good. Lots of interaction. Yeah, I'm going to take that Mana Crypt and see what we can get for our pick number 2. We've got a Time Spiral here, an Emrakul from the Catacombs. That is another one of those initiative cards, kind of like venturing into the dungeon. Initiative is its own thing. I think I just like taking the Time Spiral, though, to follow up the Mana Crypt. Let's go try to go some combo route. Haven't drafted the cube in a little while, and I think I kind of like doing this. So, for some reason, I cannot drag the cards. Is this some bug going on here? I'm not sure. But yeah, let's take the Spiral into potentially a Polluted Delta, a Sensei's Divining Top. Emry's always pretty cool. Let's take the top here since we're going to look for more of a combo route, I think. There's a True Name Nemesis in the pack. That card is just busted. Pretty hard to beat that one. Treachery's also kind of good, but I think True Name Nemesis, you just can't really beat it. Protection from the chosen player is quite a strong line of text. And remember, that's protection from anything that player is doing. So there aren't a ton of good ways to deal with True Name Nemesis. There are a few, but they're untargeted ways, like, you know, Council's Judgment and stuff. So True Name here going to be my choice. Oh, isn't Coveted Jewel really cool? 6 mana, enters the battlefield, you draw 3 cards, adds 3 mana of any one color immediately if you wanted to. Whenever one or more creatures in opponent control attacks you and aren't blocked, that player draws 3 and gains control of Coveted Jewel. Untap it. So high risk, high reward. I think I like taking it here over Thieving Skydiver because we are going to try to do some funny nonsense. Oops, did I move that to the sideboard? And now we're getting past an Upheaval. Fantastic. Okay. Another busted blue card. Oh, man, they've added the Undermountain Adventure to the pool as well. Again, initiative's really stupid. Doesn't look like I can show you what initiative does, but you venture into the dungeon or whatever, and you get to do all the things that the dungeons do. It's complicated. Basically, it's insane, though. It's like a different take on Monarch, whereas Monarch just draws you cards. Venturing through the dungeon gives you a bunch of different potential abilities. Losing the Talisman of Curiosity here, but that's okay. Frantic Search is perfect for a combo deck. I don't actually know what Cosmic Rebirth is. Choose a permanent card in your graveyard. If it has mana value 3 or less, you may put it on the battlefield. If you don't put it into the battlefield, put it in your hand, you gain 3. Okay, cool. Otawara is a nice free land. Kinnan can go infinite with a few different artifacts in the format, like Basalt Monolith. I think I just like taking the Otawara here. You can drag from your sideboard and from the main, but you can't drag from the draft. Again, it must be a new thing they implemented. But yeah, baby's about 2.5 months, 3 months old now, so I'm not going to say we're getting a lot of sleep, but starting to get more sleep. Talisman's great. With Spiral, Upheaval, and Coveted Jewel, just getting to that fast mana seems right. Good start. We'll eventually want to find some sort of win con, but I mean, I've got True Name Nemesis right now. 7 attacks. Good enough. So a lot of people have kind of altered their stance on like best power, or rather best card in these cubes. And Time Walk is by far, I think, the best card, or rather, the card that more people now think is the best card in this format, just because there are so many. I mean, it's Time Walk, obviously, but even better than like Ancestral or Soul Ring. Let's take another draw 7 here. This is Will of the Council. There's Emery and Mystic Forge back. I think Emery generally is going to be a little bit better than Mystic Forge. Forge is often hard to utilize, and then, you know, you don't always have the correct amount of artifacts. Metamorph over Bauble looks good. This deck's going to be great. Or rather, this first pack is leading me to believe this deck is going to be great. Anything we would play here? Potentially Escape to the Wilds. Although both Knight of Autumn and Terra Sunder are cards we do not want to fight against. But this is currently a league. This is not pod drafting. Or rather, we're in a pod, but we're unlikely to play against those opponents. Actually, I think they have some single elimination options that you can do as well. Oh, some showcase qualifiers and whatnot going on. Anyways. Yeah, they do have elimination drafts available. Coveted Jewel is a card that's played in a bunch of vintage shop stacks and stuff. I believe so, anyways. But I don't think I've actually ever cast it in regular vintage cube yet. I guess this is high risk, high reward, isn't it? Maybe this is a card that's supposed to start in the side. Well, no, we start in the main and we just don't always have to cast it. Oh, Zerda is another funny one. Each permanent has... Oh, now I can drag the cards. Interesting. Anyway. This has some good utility with cards like Basalt Monolith as well. But some of our cards, each permanent card in your starting deck has an activated ability. I mean, that's not true of True Name Nemesis or Metamorph right now. But there's a world where we would want to cut it and play those. Anyways, pack 2, we've opened Mox Pearl. Not bad, not bad. Mind Stone, Lotus Petal, Triplicate Titan, Preordain. Oh, Ariok Salvagers is in this. You can make infinite mana a few different ways with this one. Most namely Black Lotus and Lion's Eye Diamond, but yeah. Salvagers is good. And we'll take the Pearl. Oh, now I can't drag it. What's going on here? Weird, okay. Vampiric Tutor, Jace, Thirst for Discovery, Fetch. What are we looking at here? Oh, now I can drag again. Wait, what the hell is going on? This is so weird. No, now I can't. No, yes I can. I don't think my mouse is going buggy. Huh. This is very strange. I'm like selecting Jace and dragging it, but it's auto-selecting Noble Hierarch. Very strange. Oh, took the Jace. Okay. Animate Dead's insane. Cryptic Command. Dax very good. Tameo's quite nice. If we had Time Walk, I would maybe take Tameo as a way to bring it back and not only dig for it. I think I'd take the DAC here. Jeez, Archon of Cruelty. Card is also really, really busted. There's a Mox Opal, Prismari Command. Stomping Ground actually would be pretty good here if we're going to end up playing Sail into the West and DAC. Double off-color splash wouldn't be terrible. I'm guessing the Opal should be able to wheel. I'm actually going to go with the Prismari Command here, though. This card is just so good and so versatile. I expect the Opal to wheel, and if it doesn't, then maybe we weren't meant for it anyways. Plus, taking that many artifacts isn't necessarily that good unless I pick up something like the Atelian Academy or whatever, you know? Like, we don't have to be going in artifact strategy. Well, there's just good old counterspell. There's also Brain Freeze, Rogrin Triome, Sylvan Library, Goblin Engineer for some artifact graveyard stuff. If I already had Lion's Eye Diamond or Underworld Breach, I would take the Brain Freeze here. But since I don't, I think we're just going to go with the counterspell. Well, there's the Lion's Eye Diamond, dang it. And I don't think Brain Freeze is going to wheel, but the nice thing is Lion's Eye Diamond still has some good utility in decks like this. It's really good with draw 7s. If we wheel the Aryok Salvagers, then we'll have that infinite combo. Workshop. Okay. That, again, is not great right now. But it could definitely get better. I mean, because look, 3 of our artifacts are zeros. So Jewel, Metamorph, Talisman, and, I mean, to some extent, the top can be cast off of Workshop. I guess the Pearl and the Crypt are going to be counting as mana sources here. Saheeli can be really, really good, especially with, whatchamacallit, Tolarian Academy if you can get that, but maybe I just want Spell Pierce here for some cheap interaction. That seems like it might be better for now. The Pearl will be actually pretty good if we can get that Salvagers on the wheel too. Mindstone on the wheel over Preordain. Yeah, given that we have the Workshop now, I think it makes sense to take the Stone instead. Oh wait, there's the Salvager. But what am I doing with Lion's Eye Diamond Salvager? Because remember, to activate the Lion's Eye, you have to empty out your hand, or you have to discard your hand. So I don't actually think I'm going to take that. I think I'm just going to take the Stone. There is a chance we could still be Tendriling, I guess. Maybe. Ballista is also not a terrible artifact mana sink. Oh, that was something to do with infinite mana. And that one would have lived on the battlefield too. Good, we did wheel the Opal. And okay, we got the Brain Freeze, so I have Brain Freeze and LED, so if we can get Underworld Breach, we will actually have a pretty incredible Breach deck, plus a very incredible Tinker deck if we can get it, and even the Winter Orb might not be bad. Okay, no, this is turning into something spicy, and we have one more pack to go. I'm guessing the Tendril Storm plan's probably not gonna cut it. Fast Bond. Palantir of Orthanc is really nice with the Workshop. Misty Rainforest could be very good here, although I haven't taken any duels. I think I'm going to go with the Fast Bond. If I get Tinker, it'll be insane with Citadel. It's already good with Spiral, Upheaval, and Sail into the West. I think that makes a lot of sense. Strip mine. Courser of Crewfix to go with Fast Bond. I don't recall if I've already passed some of the graveyard recursion for lands. Crucible of Worlds or Ramanap Excavator. Yeah, I'm down to take the strip mine here, though. There's the Crucible. Okay. So now we have Crucible, Fast Bond, Strip Mine. I lose out on Basalt Monolith and Breeding Pool here. Yeah, let's just make sure we get the Crucible. Oh, this is sick. Mana Vault, Grim Monolith. Whoa. This is turning into something spicy, my friends. Let's see. Echo of Aeons, really freaking nice with Lion's Eye Diamond, and just another draw 7 effect. Blue-green land, Mindslaver. We have Emery with Mindslaver too. I actually wonder if Vinestock is a better pickup here. And then try to wheel the Echo. I think it might be. Not going to pass good old Time Warp. Crop rotation for Strip Mine's not bad. Teferi's obviously good. This deck looks pretty sick. Tundra? Oh, sadly that doesn't do anything for us. Icar Wellspring doesn't. Exploration, I don't think. Copperline Gorge for double off color. I guess fixing. Man, I wish the Candelabra was good in our deck, but we don't have a mana doubler like the Heartbeat of Spring, and we didn't get the Tolarian Academy. We didn't see it. All right, there's no other reason to take Candelabra here. It's okay with Workshop, but not excellent. I guess, you know what? There's still a small chance that Academy gets passed. Titania Strip Mine. It's another win con. That was pick 8, so that was the last chance at getting Tolarian Academy, darn it. So Brain Freeze will probably be cut then. I guess without any fixing, the command in the DAC can be cut easily. Consider over Confluence now. Is Winter Orb good enough here too? It's possible Winter Orb should also be a cut. Hullbreaker Horror. We can go infinite with that, can't we? With the Mana Crypt, Pearl, and the Opal, yeah, we definitely can go infinite with that. And then with the Walking Ballista, that makes the deck. Monolith on the wheel. Didn't take the Kinnin. We're not playing Zerda, but it's still a nice artifact to have access to, especially with the Workshop. Yeah, I think this deck is sweet. I think this deck is really sweet. Crop rotation. That's an interesting one. I think we probably end up running the crop rotation given our strip mine combo plan. Plus, it also can just grab Workshop in a pinch. Right. count those as mana sources, so I need to make like 3-ish cuts here at least. Is the Titania strip mine plan good enough? Maybe it seems a little bit win more, honestly. Guess we don't need consider. Is top good enough here? Top is like okay. Maybe not great. How many shuffle effects do I have? One. Couple draw sevens. Yeah, top is like medium. I mean, I think True Name's actually really medium here. It doesn't fit the game plan. It's just a really I mean, it's just individually too good, probably. I think Titania is a cut. Presumably, if I'm going off with Strip Mine, Crucible, Fast Bond, we're already okay, right? How many actual land cards? I'm only going to be running 14 actual land cards, though, if we go like this, which is going to make Fast Bond kind of awkward. I'm sure that's fine. Yeah, this deck seems cool. This deck seems really cool. All right, let's submit this and go to round one here of this vintage cube draft. Blue-green combos. Go, go, go. And off to the first round here of this vintage cube draft. We will be on the play. Opponent has a companion Luris. Very cool. All right, how's our hand looking? Besides the strip mine, it is not good. Gonna have to mulligan down to 6 cards. Yeah, this hand's okay. I mean, I guess we're going to turn 1 Walking Ballista on 2. Kind of funny. Planes. Enchanted Permanent is a vehicle artifact with crew 5, and it loses its other card types. Okay. Well, I'm going to need to find some action here relatively quickly. Can't I still use the Walking Ballista? Yeah, I can still use the Walking Ballista here. It's kind of like a serrated arrows. In fact, it's a funny... I can still put counters on it, too. It might even be better as the vehicle, because it's harder for them to target. Now remember, Workshop doesn't filter mana into Ballista, because this is only for casting spells. Stoneforge seems like an easy counter. Not great. Micaeus for 3. All right, that's fine. This is funny, Walking Ballista as a better version of itself. Upheaval, that's not terrible. This is a weird game already. Weird vintage cube game. The Chaos is even getting in for damage. Damn. All right, Luris put to hand. Metamorph. Don't think we're going to be copying anything with that. Sure. They add a counter in response. We can just shoot again. So Luris, one unknown. We can still bide our time here, right? I don't think I need to kill the Machias or anything, and this turns into what? A 5/5 that can still turn into something else as a 3/3 or whatever. Cycled Triome, yeah. So as unfair as Luris is, they seem like a fair Luris deck, if that makes sense. Maelstrom Pulse. That's more annoying. Okay, so I can't shoot the Machias, otherwise it can give itself a 1/1 counter. But they did have to 2-for-1 themselves to deal with my Ballista, which is fine. Well, how long do I wait? Because this is pretty bad. I guess what it might be useful to do here is actually copy Thraben Inspector. Crucible. That's 5 to animate. All right, I am letting them. Luris here. And I'm praying they don't draw a discard effect. Oh, that's so brutal too. They ripped a Deep Cavern Bat to steal the Upheaval. Oh no. Wow. Well, now I did get punished for waiting on the bat, or on the Upheaval. But I didn't have anything to do with it afterwards. Jeez Louise. All right, they went with the Bauble instead of casting the Stone Forge. That's actually a little bit interesting. All right, I need to find one of my draw 7s or something. Okay. All right. So we're going to overfloat and then see what we draw before deciding if we want to untap our workshop or not, and it doesn't look like we want to here. So this is still insane for us. Yeah, because we can go pretty much infinite here. This is currently infinite colorless and Infinite Storm. Well, this is why we added Hullbreaker Horror to our deck. I guess it's faster if I play the Mana Vault out too, isn't it? We're going to add infinite mana here, and then eventually we're going to bounce their bat. No, please, I tried so hard. Yeah, so basically we were going to have a board of what? Hullbreaker Horror. Actually, 2 Hullbreaker Horrors because we would copy it with Metamorph. We would have a bunch of artifacts versus their 0 permanents. So there we go. That worked out well. We look at our sideboard. We say not much of a sideboard except for maybe Subtlety. Spell Pierce didn't seem particularly great versus them. Yeah, we'll bring in Subtlety and cut the Spell Pierce. All right, how does this hand look? Decent. Just go tap land first, right? Especially because now that we do the counter spell, if I draw another untapped blue, we can hold open the counter. All right, they've got a Mind Stone. Talisman. So I could go Workshop, Impulse, Mana Vault, Frantic, or something. I could also just go Forest, Talisman, Mana Vault. Seems fine too. I'm not in a rush, I don't think. All right, they get to peek at my hand and choose one of these spells. They have their choice of any 4 of my non-workshop cards, and they took the Upheaval. Okay. I do not mind that given our hand. Ooh, that's pretty good too. All right, I think we kind of go off here, right? Let's play the Workshop. Frantic. Could go get Strip Mine, but I think we just discard Counterspell and Rotation. Play out Fast Bond. Otawara. Blue, green. 1. Draw 7. If Embark gets more votes or the vote is tied, each player may discard their hand and draw 7. Yeah, so Embark. So we're going to discard the 0 cards in our hand and draw fresh 7 with a Fast Bond and a bunch of mana floating. They can do the same. They can discard their hand and draw fresh 7 if they want to. All right, they did. I'm assuming our hits here were much better than theirs. Coveted Jewel's insane. Wow, we get to go for a time warp turn here now. Feel a little bit... No, they gave up! We were about to do so many good things. What would we even do on our time walk turn? I don't know. Vintage Cube, round 1. We got him. Let's go to the next. All right, successful round 1 there for us. Let's hop into round 2 here. Ooh, this is missing Strip Mine, but I don't think I can mulligan this hand. The potential is just too crazy high. I guess I'm going to play out the Mox Pearl in case they have like a Inquisition of Kozilek or something. That is quite the plains. That is not the card we were hoping to draw. God, are we going to play against all these white aggro decks or something? White, blue. Wait, no, red, that was red. Oh my lord. Okay, those lands are going to be... I love the way they look, but they're a little bit hard to parse. There's the Strip Mine. Boom, baby. Okay, so we're going to let them draw an extra card here. Oh, wait, they can exile Strip Mine. Wait, no, they can't. Wait, yes, they can. Maybe they don't see it. Yeah, because my Strip Mine would be in the graveyard. My Strip Mine would be in the graveyard for them to exile. But I guess I'm still going to do it. They might miss. You never know. Damn, yeah. Wow. Turn to Agatha's Soul Cauldron, ruining us. So, very, very possible that using the Strip Mine there was incorrect. My hand is horrendously bad now. Okay. We lived the meme dream, and now we're getting punished. Oh, okay, the Strip Mine did work there, apparently. Well, notably, even if I hadn't used the Strip Mine, Oh, you know what I could have done? Well, no. While they have this Soul Cauldron, it wouldn't have worked. I could have stripped mine myself and made not infinite mana, but a bunch of mana for every 1 life that I pay. Yeah, okay, never mind. I mean, the Soul Cauldron was always going to ruin us. I could have... So, play Crucible, don't pay, strip mine my own land. I don't know why they took the Crucible there when they have the Soul Cauldron. That's fine by me. Yeah. I don't know how we were going to set that up because they would have no reason to use their Soul Cauldron. But Crucible, strip mine my own land, play 2 lands, float 1. Strip mine my own... Yeah. It was some kind of a viable play. As it stands, we're just dead here. Who would have thought? Simply being able to exile a card from a graveyard, completely hosing us. I mean, yeah, I guess I just do this. Give them a card, take an extra turn. This is so bad as well. Oh, not that. Give them 1 card off of the Esper Sentinel. I draw 3, but then they get to attack me and Coveted Jewel myself. That's interesting, but not good enough. I guess I just play Island here. Because we're not dead to this, plus I can hold up Spell Pierce once the Coveted Jewel goes away. Funny game. Stomp. All right, we can pay for that. Oh, they still get the Soul Cauldron and put a 1/1 counter on. Oh, we are still dead. If they see the play. And we're probably dead any number of other ways since they still have 7 cards in their hand. This was just a cacophony of LOLs. All right, that's good enough. So once again, actually, no, Spell Pierce seemed fine versus them. I mean, I probably still want Subtlety, but we know now to keep a maybe slightly better hand. We drew a lot of our top end and not enough. I mean, not that I have much interaction for a creature-based deck, but let's put it this way. Our busted draws will crush them every single time, but they have a lot more consistency and they have a lot of early pressure, so. Stupid Soul Cauldron, dude. We had the combo. We had the Strip Mine Fast Bond. Crucible. We got wrecked. All right, on to the second game of the second round after getting kind of annihilated by red-white. That is a mulligan. Okay, that's a little bit better. We're going to lose the Coveted Jewel here. I guess we're hoping to turbo out into Sail. Like, we need to draw one of our other mana accelerants and try to get an early Sail into the West off. They said they kept a slow hand. Okay, well. That gives me hope. Because this isn't one of our busted draws. It's fine. Jace, where were you last turn, you jerk? I'm not gonna frantic search quite yet. No red. No stomping on Jace. Judgment again? They showed Council's Judgment last game. Guardian of Girapur. Flicker their selfless spirit. Sure. That doesn't matter. Okay. Let's see. I guess let's lead with Frantic. So I could go. I could actually do quite a bit here, but is there a necessity to? I could just pass and hold up Counterspell and get an extra loot off of Jace. I guess we'll do that. Set up for next turn. Next turn we can like sail into the west, pop Lion's Eye Diamond, float 3 mana, draw a fresh hand, We can flashback Frantic off of the Lion's Eye mana or something. I don't know. Prismatic Ending. All right, might as well counterspell it because we're planning on getting a new hand next turn, right? Ooh, that is a fantastic draw step. Okay, so we go Crypt. Lion's Eye. Sail into the west. Float a bunch of blue before we draw a fresh hand. Let's go! Let's. I will discard my 0 cards and once again draw 7. Wow, that's a lot of garbage. Oh my god, that is literally 7 mana sources here. Good news is I can Jace the Sail into the west now too. Actually, no, wait, this is really good. I don't know what I'm talking about. I guess I should have done this first. Sail into the west. Draw another 7. I guess I should probably float the colorless. Embark again. Yes, draw another 7. Okay, we have a lot of gas to hit. Did we hit? 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my gosh, am I gonna be a little bit short? Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh no, we're good to go. We have infinite with Walking Ballista now too, right? Yeah. Oh, and I have 2 mana floating off of the Mind Stone. Never mind, we're doing more than fine. 5, 6, 7. Hull Breaker. There we go. Mind Stone off of the artifact mana. Bounce Crypt, and now we go infinite. Yeah, with Walking Ballista. Plus we have random Spell Pierce available. Dude, this Hullbreaker Horror has been so clutch in our deck. Love it. We can even bounce... Oh, I guess bouncing Jace doesn't do anything because he would get Summoning Sickness again. It's just going to take a lot of clicks, that's all. We are netting quite a bit of mana every cycle of this. What did they say? They said show the kill. They didn't even get me to show it. But yeah, we would have had to cast this for 40, right, to get 20 and then ping them for 20. I guess what I could have done, and it's a little bit risky if they had like a path, but presumably they would. No, because I had Spell Pierce. We could have just cast this on like 1 and then started floating infinite mana. Okay, that was good. Let's go to game 3. Okay, on to game 3 here of the second round. Oh man, this hand is so close. I don't have a green and I don't have a third mana source. Gonna have to mulligan that one away, unfortunately. This one's okay. I'm gonna pitch crop rotation here, I guess. It needs a little bit of help, but it's definitely a keep. Yeah, turn 1 Sentinel's annoying, that's for sure. And Fast Bond is not the card we were looking to draw right then. I guess the nice thing is, for us, Sentinel doesn't really matter if we're planning on refueling both hands, but let's see. We're probably just going to get smacked down in like 4 or 5 turns would be my guess. Attack me for 3, make a 1/1. Oh, no, they forgot to make a 1/1. That's obviously nothing. Guess we just wait another turn. We can go Fast Bond here. Hold up Pierce. Man, Walking Ballista would still be incredible just to ping off all their creatures. Yeah, I love the attack with Mother of Runes here as well, since my deck doesn't really interact with their creatures, and they remember to make a 1/1 that time. There's their red source. Prismatic on 1. Do I care about Fast Bond? At this point, I don't think I want to give them the extra free card. Okay, well, now we're going to have to give them the free card anyways. Yikes. That is really bad. I mean, we're just going to die in a couple turns of these. Like, Winter Orb is okay here, but... I don't think we can keep it. Oh, man, not good, not good. This is what I'm talking about, though. Our deck is stronger, but their deck is just so much more consistent. And they have the fast pressure on me. Probably need to draw our Sail into the West next turn, or like land for Time Warp into Sail. Technically, Ballista still works. Okay. Time Warp, give them another card. Remember, Workshop does not pay for those type of things. Big yikes. Got something. I could have sacked the Mind Stone there, I guess, and tried to hit something. Maybe that was my best plan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and Thalia also hoses me. I feel like this is a case of our deck beating itself, right? It's not that we, or rather, it's not that they did a bunch, it's just that we did nothing. Literally. We spun a bunch of wheels, and then we died. So, if I do a stomp, so be it. That's a turn late! I cannot cast that anymore. Oh my gosh. Because of Thalia. That is brutal. Yeah, good beats. Alright, GG's. And let's try to salvage a 2-1, but that's unfortunate to just lose to a bunch of 1-1 white creatures. Alright, off to round 3 of this Vintage Cube draft. Trying to salvage a 2-1 with our pretty cool blue-green combo deck. This hand looks pretty nice as well. Unfortunately, we don't have the turn 1 fast bond for a potential turn 2 time spiral, but okay, touche. Oh no. Do they have... If they have the Dark Depths already, I'm gonna cry. What was that? Oh, Mosswood Dread Knight. Okay, drew a card. Okay, that was pretty good. There's the workshop. I wonder if I'm supposed to run out a bunch of my hand in case they have like a Mind Twist or something. Two, three, four, five. Yeah, I really need to draw a non-workshop land next turn. Right, so that I can time spiral. Or I guess if I draw an artifact that adds mana that I can cast off of workshop, that would also work. They played out Boseiju instead of using it. Okay, there's the Dread Knight as a creature. We're fine with that. Our time spiral is going to be a little bit worse since they had a fast bond and they were able to empty their hand pretty quickly here. Okay, I cast that. Because all we need to do is find a land, and I'll be able to cast Time Spiral. And then Time Spiral potentially into like a Time Warp or something. Yeah, let's go ahead and Spiral here. Instead of sailing into the west, because we get to untap all of our lands that way. That's a good hit as well. That was a very good hit. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do it for 3. What is the wording on this? Whenever one or more creatures an opponent controls attack you and aren't blocked. I'm just going to main phase kill the Thespian stage, I think. And yeah, let's kill the halfling as well. Seems good. Now remember, they have a fast bond, so strip mining a land might not actually be all that good, but if they're running stage in their deck, especially also that they're on black-green, I have to assume they have dark depths. So I kind of dig that play. We're going to let the tutor resolve, I think, and try to counter a relevant card here. We're going to have a lot of, assuming I get to keep this coveted jewel, we're going to have a lot of mana post draw 7 again, right? I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Monolith's not going to untap. They might have just been tutoring for like a removal spell. Yeah, Maelstrom Pulse, good. It says trample? It does. So I'd rather preserve 1 damage than deal 1 damage to them, I think. Lost the flip, damn you. We could metamorph the coveted jewel now. Oh, no, you know what I can do? Oh, this is actually kind of sick. I can cast metamorph, and then with it on the stack, cast Sail into the West. There we go. So I'm effectively going to draw 10 cards here. This is not legendary, right? Yeah, so Embark. Oh, this is sweet. Yeah, when this deck draws moderately well, you know, it is really powerful. It's too bad, again, we lost that second round, but we've gotten to do some cool stuff here and in the first round. And the opponent has a grip of 6 cards, so this is just like max value, Sail into the West. All right, discard, draw 7. Then metamorph, copy coveted jewel, draw another 3, and still have minimum 10 mana. And that should do her. That should do just fine. All right, 3, 6. Oh, I need another, like, a 0 mana artifact. I guess I could Ballista. Oh, they discarded their hand. Let's take a peek at what they have. Titan, Smuggler. Oh, so just like really fair green-black stuff. All right. I could Crucible them. Crucible. I only have 8 life. What's the best way to win this? Maybe just start with a Time Walk. Oh, no. We can go like this. 3, 6, 7, Hull Breaker. Oh, they're just going to give it up. Okay. That works. God, this deck is so cool. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. All right, game 2 of the last round. Oof, 0 land hand, although we have a Mox. No blue sources, can't keep that. The old 1 land fast bond, huh? That is a mulligan to 5. Okay. They can't all be winners. They must have just drawn that, obviously. Touche. See one, do one. That's funny. Dryad of the Elysian Grove. All right, some more fast mana from their end. Yeah, let's just get the TNN online. I would like protection from you. So what does black have? They could like Liliana me. They could Toxic Deluge. I'm sure there are a few other things. That's actually really annoying because that has trample. And this has 2, or rather 4 toughness. So no matter what I block, I'm still taking damage and I don't get to eat a creature. Could be good. Holy crow. Guess I'm gonna go land pass. Hold up Otawara. Because they might just animate their Restless Cottage this turn and try to smack me down. I don't think I'm supposed to play Crypt or Vault to animate our Vinestock there. Uh-oh. Last card in their hand. Oh, that's fine. That's best case scenario for us. Okay. So we get to Otawara that back, block the Dryad, take no damage. We have a lot of mana, we just need to find one of our draw 7s. I could hit him for 8? No, but then I would take at least 6 on the backswing. If they're not careful and they attack, we get to animate our Vinestock. Looks like they see. Alright, Jace. Save me from this torment, please. Uh-oh, what is this? Jeez, that's really bad. Oh, that gets rid of the frantic search in my graveyard. Which Jace would have been able to flash back. It's also a 4/5 trample if and when they flip their oddity this turn. And remember, the oddity gives their creatures trample too. Other creatures you control get +1/+1 and have trample, yeah. They're over tapping by 1. There they go. Alright, I mean, I guess I animate my stock here. So if I double block this, I'm going to take 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. But at the very least, we've gotten rid of the oddity, and I think that's right. Because now they just have a 3/4 and a 2/4, which is not nearly as bad, especially when we have this perpetual blocker. I'm going to go ahead and untap the vault here. That's pretty interesting, actually. Well, kind of. Oh, I guess they're going to animate their cottage this turn, aren't they? Ah, shoot, I didn't think about this. Am I chumping with the Jace then? No, I don't think so. I think I'm just going to block the cottage, take 5, go to 2. They get a food, that's whatever, right? Yeah. Grist. Okay, that's fine. Might as well fuel our graveyard with something else. It ain't gonna be an easy game to win, but it is winnable. So let's attack them for 3. Loot. Emery. Emery's got to be better than Workshop here, right? Play out the crypt. Float, 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 float. Eve. I guess we're going to play Emery plus Jace, most likely. I don't think we need to get the true name Nemesis online right now, right? Oh, wait. I don't have enough mana to go Jace plus Emery this turn, unless I play out the Vault or the Crypt and use it. Ooh. That's a little bit terrifying. Yeah, never mind. I'm just going to get the Jace online, I think. Uh-oh. They drew a 1-mana spell? Bah! Gross, dude. Otherwise, they would have played their tap land out, right? That's good. Okay. Opal. That lets me cast Emery for 1. I don't think we wanted to loot with Jace first. I think we want to flip the Jace since they have Grist potentially next turn. Oh, I guess Grist kills Planeswalkers. What am I talking about? That's actually kind of interesting, too. Jace can flashback Upheaval to restart this song and dance once again. There's going to come a point where I'm going to have to just run out the crypt and hope to win a flip. Okay, Dryad, play an extra land. Oh, they have Endurance in their hand. They could also Endurance my graveyard away. If they want to, right? Yeah, shoot. Well, that's actually annoying. All right, well then I think now's the time. Let's play out the crypt. Jewel, draw 3. Ugh. True name them. Shrink the Dryad. Okay. Legendary spell can't be countered. Also, I've also tapped my mana vault here as well, so we need to win a 50-50 on the... Yeah, this game is very unlikely to be won. I already cast Time Spiral, right? No, I didn't. Okay. Rip Time Spiral off the top after not dying? Oh, you know what's funny? They could attack all 3 creatures here and gain control of the coveted jewel. Because I could only block 2 of them. Oh, that's actually hilarious. This doesn't trample. Oh, are they just pumping the Hex Drinker? Okay. That's not that bad. All right, I just need to win a mana crypt flip, so let's do that. Heads. All right, so if I had won that flip, I think we're actually in good shape. Because then now I could flash back the sail into the west. If they try to endurance in response, I counterspell. I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, who knows? Anything's possible there. That was a bad mulligan, though, so let's just go to game 3 and win that one. This is a... Wow, this hand is really, really cool. Turn 1 Basalt Monolith, turn 2 Coveted Jewel. That's fun. No! You're not supposed to have an elf. Well, still doing it. We can Otawara their elf back to their hand. Nice, 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 nice. Wall of Roots into elf, yeah. Okay, let's see. So we do want to play a land out. Let's go like this, float. Frantic. Wow. Actual garbage. Sheesh. Jeez, that's really bad. Wow. Okay, use the artifact mana to cast the Mind Stone. Draw. Man alive, this is kind of unlucky. Milled a bunch of good artifacts there. Oh, we might be dead. If that Llanowar elf can attack, they steal my coveted jewel and we kind of just lose. Man, 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 man. Okay. That wasn't Grist or a removal spell otherwise. Boom. All right. I think we're still in this. We are still in this to win this, my friends. Nice draw as well. Okay, seems fine just to fire that off. I can Emery the Metamorph and cast it off Workshop and copy our coveted jewel as well. Or we could just make a moderately sized walking ballista here. And that should be the win. Barring endurance, I guess. Okay, well, they didn't endurance and response. And that should be that, right? So 1, 8, 9. Hull breaker. There we go. All right. Infinite manas. And we pop off. The same song and dance y'all have seen many times now. Dun, 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 dun. Well, as actually infinite colored mana as well, my opponent just conceded there, because now we could bounce the Metamorph and copy the coveted jewel and go off that way, because the Metamorph would cost 3 mana to cast and 2 life, but then it would net 3 mana in addition to drawing 3 cards. So this deck was super cool. Again, we had that one loss to, like I said, that just creature-based deck that, well, we just didn't really draw anything. Like, there were a few games where we drew, like, the wrong cards, and we just didn't do anything. But when we drew even, like, one good card, basically a draw 7, the deck just popped off, and it was super nice. So, thanks for watching. Good to be back to recording and streaming. As always, we'll check it back next time. Bye-bye.